My brothers and sisters, reopening our churches for public worship is a moment of joy. As your bishop, I want to thank you for your faith and your support of your pastors and one another at this time. We must remember that this new stage in reopening does not signal the end of this contagious pandemic. Thus, I want to remind you to follow all the recommendations of our public health authorities, including staying home if you are feeling ill, staying home if you have underlying health conditions or are over 65 years of age, or if you are still concerned about the state of the virus. If you cannot join us yet, continue to pray together at home with those in your household and tune into our live stream liturgies. Following this, we have a few short vignettes about how to keep social distancing and observe appropriate hygiene in church, in entering and leaving, in the pew, and in how to receive communion. Keeping the distance recommended to us is very important for our safety. Keep in mind that the dispensation from the Sunday obligation is still in effect. I thank you for your patience and efforts to cooperate as we slowly begin to open up our churches for Eucharist. It is a time of difficulty and challenge. Let us continue to pray for one another in our broken world. God bless you and your families.
Greetings to all. Now that we are reopening for public worship, we wanted to show you what returning to Mass will look like. Here are some simple things to keep in mind and directions to follow. First, follow all the instructions given by the bishop and your pastor. Second, wear a mask and sanitize your hands before entering the church. Your temperature may be taken. Third, follow the usher or follow the signage regarding where to sit. Only family groups may sit together. Social distancing of 6 feet must be maintained between groups or individuals in the pews. Skip a pew between groups. This means that every other pew remains empty. As we get ready to receive communion, stay in your seat or kneeling until the usher motions you to leave your pew and enter the aisle. Maintain 6 feet between you and the next family or person ahead of you. When receiving communion, make a throne for the Lord. Extend your dominant hand in support of the hand where the Eucharist will be laid. When Mass is over, the usher will tell you when to exit the pew. Remember, we must continue to observe the 6 feet social distancing at the end of the Mass as you exit. Please do not remove your mask until you're out of the doors of the church, and sanitize your hands as you exit. The usher will hold open the doors, and you will not have to touch them. Your parish is doing all that it can to keep you safe as we return to Mass. The pews and the surfaces will receive a thorough cleaning after every Mass. Your parish is providing ushers to show you how to enter the church safely and seat you and your family while observing social distancing of 6 feet. The ushers will be a great service to you and your family, and you should rely on them to let you know where to sit and when to leave your pews. Thank you all, and we are so happy to begin the slow and careful public celebration of Mass with the people of God. With your cooperation and observation of the guidelines and social distancing, we can ensure that very soon all of us can safely gather together again for worship.